So I just saw Lego Movie 2, the second part, and I can safely say the movie is pretty good. Not as mind-blowingly great as the first one, but still a pretty entertaining and fun ride nonetheless. I went in knowing it wasn't going to be as great as the first, simply because the first left so much of an impact on animation as a whole, and the fact that Lord and Miller only did the story and weren't actually directing. But this movie is nowhere near being as bad as most sequels. It tells a competent story of the same characters we love from the first, as well as some new characters that are all entertaining to watch. The humour is absolutely excellent with a ton of meta jokes. The animation, as expected for a Lego movie, looks absolutely stunning. The music is also actually really good. Also, this is the one movie with forced musical segments that I didn't cringe at because, number one, they're self-aware about it and constantly refuse to take themselves the slightest bit seriously, and two, the songs are genuinely good in a sort of so bad it's good type of way, but they aren't even that bad, and they're actually incredibly catchy. Okay, yes, I walked straight into that one. However, I do have issues with this film. The message in this isn't nearly as resonant and heartwarming as the first movies. It's still a good message about growing up and learning that being a kind and gentle person, even if you're a male, is okay. But it didn't really have as much of an impact. Also, the animation, while still looking as beautiful as ever, has been toned down a bit to make the movie a lot easier to look at, which I have no problem with, but it's pretty jarring after watching the first so many times. There's a meta joke in this film like every 5 minutes, and while I laughed at nearly every single one of them, it did sometimes come off as though they didn't want to write as many original jokes and just stuffed a bunch of references in because people will get them. Sort of the same issue I had with Deadpool 2. But other than that, this is still an incredibly fun and entertaining ride from start to finish. And despite not having as many strengths as the first, it stands on its own as a good sequel, and at the end of the day, that's really all that matters. Just a good movie. The Lego Movie 2, the second part, easily gets an 8 out of 10.
Everything's not awesome. Everything's not cool. I am so depressed.
Everything's not awesome.
Whoa, I think I finally get Radiohead.
Bro, you should check out Elliott Smith.
What's the point? There's no hope.